certainly think about how individual advertising screens across a journey in a physical space could lead to a story unfolding, to permission being sought and granted, and then a later potentially product fulfillment. So it goes from being a single message that captures somebody's attention to being the beginning of an ongoing sort of chain of interactions. That's very interesting and I think very different from what poster sites used to do. I'm not sure there are any prerequisites. Obviously, screens are the predominant way in which people engage with brands now, probably, even in store as well, of course. That presents some design challenges. And I think with digital out of home, you've got to remember it's not that intimate relationship with the device in the pocket. It's much more potentially disruptive than that. I think a challenge quite often is that these days so many media plans are kind of put in place before the creative agency is even engaged. Whereas really, when you use digital creativity in the best way, usually quite often the idea is intrinsic to the technology that you've chosen to deploy it on. If you think about what's happening with ad blockers online, the real challenge for the industry is not to see this as an arms struggle where we've now just got a bigger gun. In general, the public doesn't love advertising. And we have a job to do to try and create stuff that's lovable and engaging. And sometimes the intrusive nature of the technology can tempt people into the bigger gun approach rather than the sort of bigger hug approach, I suppose. I would say that the future for it should be recognising it as part of a customer journey rather than as a sort of interruption point. And I think if people can use digital outdoor in a relevant way and establish a relationship through it, then I think we're going to see some really interesting things happening there.